So it is April 2025 and we have some sunshine. Yay! Ugh, I can't tell you how happy I am to be in spring. This winter has seemed to have dragged on. It is time for our monthly energy update. And wow, we have a supercharged, mega powerful reading for you this month. It took me by surprise. I have to admit, as we know, if we follow how the energy has been moving over the previous couple of months, we could see this energy cycle drawing to a close. And last month, it closed completely with the world, telling us that as far as the energetic world was concerned, it was a very satisfactory close to that energy cycle. And in my own life, I could see how all of the components of what was going on were actually positioned correctly for the best possible outcome. And that was quite interesting. Now, I didn't like all of it, but it didn't mean that it wasn't right. And so that was quite interesting. So the world brings everything full circle, and it tells us that we are, we're in this new energy now. And gosh, it's starting with a bang. As always, I have drawn 4 cards for the month ahead. And the first card is always the overarching energy. And so that is the 10 of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Pentacles is a great card. It's a lovely card, and it's the what it's for card. That's how I always see it. If you see tarot as I do, as a map of life, I think that the 10 of Pentacles would be the cross on the map that says treasure here. If tarot is a map, then that's the X marks the spot. That's where we want to head, to a happy, abundant and sustainable life. That's what we want, and we're building for the future. We're building towards this 10 of Pentacles ideal, which is great. And it's not just about us, it's about family, it's about clan, it's about the people that we care about, it's about our legacy. It's a big deal. And if we look at the card, we can see, can't we? We can see this big tree, like a family tree, or the tree of life, or whatever it is. It is a tree that has its roots deep in the soil, and that's important this month. The roots that go down, which have rooted this thing, which has grown, and which is now bearing fruit. That's important. So we can see behind it, we can see a big house, and we can see the people. This is what has been built, and it doesn't stop there. This is what's been built. This is what we're handing on. This is what we're building for the future. And the idea is that it needs to be sustainable. And the idea is it needs to be built on the right stuff. We're looking ahead, and we're looking at this 10 of Pentacles vision for the month ahead. And that is our overarching energy. So what is long term? What is being built? What are we investing for the future, and what's going to happen in our big picture? So not a small energy. As I said, the 10 of Pentacles is the Holy Grail. It's the what it's for card. That's how I always see it. Now, I understand that, on the internet, you see the 10 of Pentacles, it's always, it's always about work and money, always about money, always money comes up. Well, money is a part of it, because money is a part of life, and money is a part of our abundance, but it's not just about money. Pentacles is this bigger deal than just money. It's about our entire life experience. Yeah, it's about what we're building, what we're growing. And money, yes, is part of it, because obviously sustainable means that we need to be able to sustain. We need to have abundance in our life. We don't want to be looking at a future with no abundance. We want to be handing things on. What is the legacy here? What are we handing on? What are we building? Generational layers is what the 10 of Pentacles is all about. Roots go down deep, growing up into this big tree. So that's not a small overarching energy, is it? Question is, what are we being asked to embrace? don't even want to say it. We're being asked to embrace the Tower. Now look, the Tower is nobody's favourite card. And I have to admit that when I took the card, I sort of went, really? Now, I'm a great proponent of no bad cards, right? No bad cards. So I'm going to practice what I preach here. No bad cards. So the Tower. Let's look at the Tower card because the answers are always in the card itself. So we're being asked to embrace the Tower. We're being asked to lean into the Tower. Now, if we look at the card, we can see we have a structure. We have like a pylon, right? And the idea is that that's a structure that we have built. And on that structure is hung the flags of our security, what makes us feel safe, our faith, what we put our faith in, what do we trust, our morality. So what do we think is right? What do we think is fair? What is our relationship with that question? And also our identity. Who am I in all of this? And we can see here, we have a road and we have the lightning coming down, and we have the lightning kind of going to bring the Tower down that's telling you this road is probably closed. Whatever it is, whatever you were planning, whatever you were thinking, whatever you had thought it was going to be like, maybe it isn't. Now look, let's calm it down a bit because it's just this month. It's not a life plan. I mean, Ten of Pentacles says it's a bit of a life plan. There is a bit of a life plan involved, but what it's asking you to do is do that. That is our overarching energy. What's long term? What are we building? What's it all for? And the Tower is saying lean into what has not gone the way we wanted it to go. We need to embrace it because if we try and fight it, we are on a highway to nothing. We cannot fight it. So whatever it is that the Tower is presenting to us that was not the way we thought it was going to be, we're being asked to not just suck it up, but to actually lean into it properly. Because so much of ourself is bound up in it, isn't it? It's all about our sense of self and our sense of vision and our sense of, again, what it's for. That's not small. Now, again, let's keep it in proportion just this month, not a life plan, hopefully. Ten of Pentacles, not a life plan. Okay, so what's going to impede that? What's going to distract us away from it or make that more difficult? What will challenge us in that this month? And we have the Lovers. Now, again, big cards, guys, really big. And the Lovers is not a fluffy bunny romantic card. Now, I've said this many times, and often when the Lovers comes up in a reading, we get like, oh, hurrah. No, the Lovers is quite a tough card. Now, if we look at the traditional version of the Lovers card, which was going right the way back to Tarot Marseille, which is one of the oldest tarot decks, we see an image, which is the sort of almost like the kind of gypsy version, right? We see this image of a chap standing in the middle, two women either side, one dressed in white, one dressed in red. The choice is clear. Do we want the pure white one or do we want the girl in red one? Now, that is obviously a little bit of a blunt object as far as imagery is concerned, but nevertheless it tells us you have to choose who you're going to commit to and what you're going to commit to. And it's asking us to do it with love, but love with a capital L. Not fluffy romantic love, but real love. And the love that sort of conquers all, in a way. If we look back to our overarching energy, that's going to be informed by this Ten of Pentacles card. The Ten of Pentacles card is all about what the legacy of the situation is. What is the future? What is the past? What roots are in the situation that are going to be informing this choice? And how does the idea of legacy inform the Lover's choice? Because whatever we want to choose, bad news is we shouldn't choose it. We're being asked to make a choice that we don't want to make. We don't want to make it. We don't want to be in this position. Whatever this was, it wasn't the way we thought it was going to be. And the choice we're being asked to make is a tough one. But we need to make it for the right reasons. Now, if we move from the Lovers to the message from Spirit, because that was, the Lovers was what was going to be the problem, right? That's going to challenge our ability to lean into the Tower. But I don't want to choose that, right? So let's look at the message from Spirit and let's ask what is the advice around all of this? Because this is big stuff. This is a big grown-up reading. And the card is Justice. Now, for those of you who know me well, you will know that Justice is not my favourite card. It is the card that I have habitually not had the best relationship with. Not because I don't understand it, because I do, but because I don't know. It's just not a card that has found its way into my heart. Let's put it like that. And I think this is why. So the message from Spirit is Justice. Now, Justice is all about, as we can see on this card, it is about weighing up heart against game. Now, you know, that's a harsh way of putting it, but nevertheless, what we choose will be judged by others and by ourselves and will have consequences. So we will judge ourselves on what choice we make. So as you can see, this is a tough love reading. It really is. And the Justice card tells us that what we choose has to be built on the right stuff. And it has to be made in accordance with what we think is right and fair. And that's why it's going to be so hard in this, in the energy of the Lovers. That's why that's going to challenge the Tower. Because we know what's right. We know what we have to do. And as the Tower says, who are you? What do you trust? What do you put your faith in? What do you think is fair? What do you think is fair, and who are you? Now, what's interesting about these four cards is the fact that we have 4 majors and 1 10, which is massive. But also the fact that we have one of each suit. So we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the Holy Grail. And then we have the Tower, which is Swords. We have the Lovers, which is the suit of Cups. And then we have Justice, which is the suit of Wands. So when we look at the Tower, we can see this is the problem. This is the way we think. This is the thing that's going to challenge us. When we look at the Lovers, we can see this is all about our feeling and our connection. And is that it is our feeling and that side of our life, the emotional side, which is going to challenge our ability to think correctly. And then, of course, we've got Justice, which is what you do and what drives you. So it needs to be a choice which is driven by the desire to do the right thing, what you think is fair, and how that you think that's going to pan out. Now, again, let's get this clear. It is only for a month, hopefully not a life choice, but nevertheless, that's what it is. So it's a very challenging reading this month, and but I hope it's useful and interesting. I can certainly see big resonance in my own life already. So let's just see how this pans out. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know whether it resonates for you and if it makes sense for you and what's happening for you at the moment. In the meantime, if you enjoy these readings, please do like and subscribe. You'll get the alerts and you'll get the lives that I do on YouTube. You'll get alerts for those too. I'm always here for a reading if you need one. But in the meantime, I will say goodbye. Good luck for the month ahead. I think we're all going to need it. Let's see how this pans out. I'll check back in with you next month and let's look at how this is all moving. So I'll leave it there and I'll say goodbye for now. Bye-bye. Hello, thank you for watching our video. If you're interested in the world of tarot and would like to explore further and would like to know how to bring tarot to life so that it makes sense in the real world, I'd like to invite you to explore the Tarot Tribe. The Tarot Tribe is my personal membership, and inside you'll find a community of tarot students just like you, lots of bite-sized mini courses, a new one every month, and new spreads, demo videos, a clinic with me every month, and also discounts on readings with me once a quarter. So if you'd like to explore that, I would love to see you on the inside. Here's the link. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye for now.